If you're talking about it, we're talking about it. You're listening to the News and Talk of Texas. News Talk 820. WBAP. You are now in touch with the eWomen Network radio show, the #1 resource for connecting women and their business worldwide. Go online right now and get connected to eWomenNetwork.com and become part of the fastest growing network in North America. Now, here's your host, the founder and CEO of eWomen Network, Sandra Yancey, on News Talk 820, WBAP.
Hello, and welcome to the eWomen Network radio show. If you are a first-time listener, I'm thrilled that you'll be sharing this evening with me. You have just tapped into the #1 resource for connecting women and their businesses worldwide. I'm Sandra Yancey, your host, and I'm glad that you've decided to make me a part of your evening each week here on the eWomen Network radio show. My goal is to bring you a couple of things. Number one, I want to bring you a phenomenal group of women who have started, nurtured, and grown their own businesses. They're going to share their journeys with you in the hopes that they may provide some aha moments where you can say, wow, I can do that in my business, or I can make that happen for myself. We all right now, I think, could use a little extra dose of encouragement, inspiration, and support. Welcome back to the eWomen Network show. I'm Sandra Yancey. My final guest of the evening just epitomizes that old adage, last but not least. Her name is Roslyn Franken, and she is a proud cancer survivor whose experience inspired a career as a motivational speaker, personal counselor, and author of The A-List, 9 Guiding Principles for Healthy Eating and Positive Living. She has a master's degree in human systems intervention from Concordia University in Montreal, Canada, and a coaching certificate from the Professional School of Psychology in California. She has overcome her own struggles with food, weight, and lifestyle, and now helps others do the same. In fact, Roslyn now calls herself a lighten up expert because her mission is to help people lighten up the excess weight that is weighing them down in their lives, whether it's on their hips, in their heart, or between their ears. Roslyn, welcome to the eWomen Network show.
Thank you so much, Sandra.
Okay, boy, you've had a journey, huh?
I have had a journey. That's a nice way to put it. Yes, quite the journey.
Yes, you survived cancer at a very young age of 30, right? Struggled for years with your own food and weight issues. What happened, Roslyn, that made you finally be able to lose the weight and keep it off? What was it that actually worked for you?
Well, Sandra, literally when I was 39 years old, about to turn 40, I got on the scale one day and looked down and thought, oh my God. I just looked down and thought, what am I doing? I've already lost my health. My mom had passed away from cancer about a few months before that day.
You're kidding.
Yeah, and I thought, this makes no sense. I felt so competent and confident in so many other areas of my life, but here I was working at the time as an executive coach and life coach, helping other people set goals and achieve goals. And here I was with this one thing that I couldn't get straight in my own backyard, so to speak, right? So I felt even like a bit of a fraud professionally, because it's a lot easier to tell other people what to do than doing it for yourself. So I thought, with all my theory and knowledge on change management and all these wonderful theory, if I could apply this to myself in terms of my health and my weight, wow, that would be such an accomplishment that I could take not just personally but professionally as well. So on that day, I just thought, that's it. Enough is enough. And what really worked for me was really recognizing that my food issues and my weight issues and even my lifestyle issues were not just about the food that I was feeding into my body, but the thoughts that I was feeding into my mind and the emotions that I was feeding into my heart and my soul. So I thought, this is not just about the food you put in your mouth, but how you are coping with everything that's going on in your life that influences the choices that you make.
Okay, so what do you think is the most important thing that people can do to watch what they eat, control their weight, and improve their quality of life?
One of the things I talk a lot about with people is certain attitudes that prevent them from having the long-term results they want. It's not as hard to lose the weight and see some results, but it's how do you keep it off? And one of the biggest things is learning how to be kind and patient and forgiving of yourself.
Yes, which is so hard for women, isn't it?
It is, but yet we're so good at doing it for other people. But we're so hard on ourselves.
We are.
And we expect, we live in such a fast-paced society, we expect results to come fast. Right? We do it, and we're results-oriented, and we want to see results.
Immediate gratification, right?
Immediate gratification. I say, you know what, let go of that quick-fix mentality. There's nothing wrong if you take it steady and slow and focus on the process as opposed to the results. Just consistently do things better than you did the day before, and the results come. And you get addicted to the feeling of feeling proud of yourself for making positive choices. So really recognizing the successes you have and not just the things that didn't go the way you had hoped.
Exactly. So how important is having good sets of recipes, knowing what not to buy at the grocery store, and then just the whole thing of attitude? How important is attitude in really not only taking it off but keeping it off?
The attitude is everything, because attitude is really the driving force behind every decision you make, how you solve problems, how you cope with life, and how you respond to stress. Stress is a huge factor. So attitude is really recognizing what are the attitudes and that you have that are self-sabotaging.
You have a new book out called The A-List, 9 Guiding Principles for Healthy Eating and Positive Living.
Yes.
What's the best way for our listeners to be able to buy the book, Roslyn?
The best way is to get it right directly from my website.
Okay. And do you guide people, coach them through the book, through the messaging of the book?
I do. I offer one-on-one counseling by telephone, so I have clients all across North America, some even outside of North America, just to make it easy and accessible. And a lot of times, you don't have to go anywhere. You can do it from the comfort of your home.
Exactly.
Yes.
Good enough. Okay, perfect. If you are driving right now, I know this woman, and she walks her talk. She looks amazing. And, when you've been faced sometimes with journeys, the crossroads in your journey early in life, sometimes I think the blessing is that it gets you so quickly focused on how you want to spend it and the difference that you want to make and the legacy that you want to leave. And she is doing that. Roslyn, by the way, is spelled Roslyn. Last name is Franken, Franken. Roslyn, thank you so much for the work that you do and for being a member and being on the radio show.
Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. Okay, that wraps us up for another dynamic show of remarkable women like Roslyn who are building amazing businesses. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love sharing these women with you. I look forward to introducing you to more incredible women from all over North America right here next week, same time on the fabulous WBAP. Bye for now.